I'm Ken Rule, Senior Applications Engineer for Expand Machinery. Let's talk about setting the tool offsets on the GENTURN 32CS 7-axis 27 tool turning center. We will use a simple turning facing tool for this example. The GENTURN 32 is a dual path machine, meaning the control runs two programs simultaneously. Each program controls half of the machine. The program noted as $1 controls the main spindle side of the machine, and the program identified as $2 controls the sub-spindle side of the machine. Each tool has a separate set of offsets to tell the program the position of the active tool relative to the machine reference. In most cases, the machine reference is machine 0, also known as machine home. We will set the X offset. The offset of a tool is the distance at the tip of the tool from when it is sitting at machine 0 and when it touches the part 0. The control can set these values by touching the tool to a known point on the part and telling the control where you are in reference to the part 0. We will set the X offset of tool number 1. We will turn a diameter on the part and measure it for our reference. After turning the part, we need to measure the diameter. By telling the control the radius we measure, it can determine the offset value. The closer the measurement, the more accurate the offset. We can always adjust it later, but it's nice to get as close as you can the first time. As you can see, there isn't much room to measure the part. So we will create more room to get a micrometer or caliper in to measure by marking the position we are at using the relative register to record the position of the turn diameter. By setting the relative register to 0, we can move the x-axis away from the part to give us room to measure the part and keep track of our original turn diameter. I prefer to move to a 10-inch diameter. It's a nice round number to add to the measured value. Go to the position page, press clear all coordinates, move the x-axis positive until the value is plus 10 inches. Now we know that the x part 0 is 10 inches plus the amount we measure. Measure the turn and add 10 inches. Go to the length offset. From the monitor page, press Tool Setting. You will see the wear offsets. We use the wear offsets for adjusting dimensions on the part. The tool offsets are found in the length offsets. From the wear offset page, press Tool Length. Press X, the measured diameter, plus 10 inches, and enter. The control will calculate the correct length offset. You have now found the distance from the machine 0 to the center of the part for that tool in X. Now we have the Z to set. Like we did in the X-axis, we need to get the tool to a known position to record the offset value. This position could be as simple as manually facing the part, and while at the face, simply tell the control that you're at Z0. We do this by manually facing the part, going to the length offset for that tool and pressing Z0 and enter. This will record that value in the machine register as the Z offset. When you have finished the part and cannot touch the face of the part, it is recommended to use a pin with a known diameter value. My favorite is a 1/4-inch diameter pin, long enough to hold between the part and the tool without dropping it into the machine. Manually move the tool to the X point close to the center of the part. Move the tool in the Z axis closer than the diameter of the pin. Place the pin between the tool and the face of the part. Move the Z axis in the plus direction until the pin slips between the tool and the part. You may repeat the process at a lower hand wheel resolution for better accuracy. Once you have located the Z-axis to a known position using the pin, we can use this information to set the offset. We go to the Z-axis length offset page and place the cursor on the desired tool offset and press Z.250 and enter. If you are using stock that has not been faced, you may want to add a facing amount such as 20 thousandths to make the Z0 20 thousandths inside the material. This will calculate the correct Z offset for this tool. Using a pin instead of a block allows the pin to self-flatten against the face of the part, giving you a more accurate measure. Using paper or shim is not recommended due to the possibility of running the tool into the part and breaking the insert. Other tools on the GENTURN 32 CS touch off in a similar manner. Some tool offsets, like the Y-axis on all tools and some X-axis values, are constant and have come from the factory preset. If you have an occasion to change them, they can be set in a similar manner. This concludes our talk of setting tool offsets on the GENTURN 32 CS Turning Center. Please click on the links to download a copy of the instructions in this video and to see more exciting machines offered by Expand Machinery. Bye for now.